Welcome to the Zaxby's Coaches Show, brought to you by First Bank and by Zaxby's Friends Family Flavor, with your host, Chris Delmabert.
Welcome to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. I'm Chris Delmabert. It's a special occasion. Semifinal win, and we get the big boss. Rob Pass is joining us from Zaxby's. How are you, sir?
Great, and congratulations to Lee County High School, and good luck Saturday.
Yeah, so the holidays are ramping up. How are things in the Zaxby's world?
We could always use more business, but it's great. You know, people are spending a lot of their money on Christmas and everything like that, but after Christmas is tax season, so when they get their tax money back, it will be smooth sailing.
Why'd you have to say that? So you all were open on Black Friday for Black Friday shoppers that were out there. Any special hours or special promotions that are going on throughout the Christmas holiday?
Right now, we have our Southern Chipotle sandwich. That's LTO right now, and also we have the barbecue sandwich. And if they sell, if they're a good seller, then we'll keep them on permanent.
All right. Well, thanks as always to all of the assistance that you give us with regional high school sports. Hector, you snuck on set, man.
It's a little busy in here. Making sure everything's good and orderly. That's our first priority, is making sure everyone's fed.
So not just marketing and communications, man. You'll jump in and fry up some chicken, run a register, whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes to make sure everything's good.
Beautiful. So Saturday, 7:30 at Carter Finley. You guys going to be there for the game?
I would love to be there, but I will be home for Christmas with the family.
Oh, wow. Hector?
You guys got some tickets for me?
You might be able to work that out. That's something we gotta get to before the end of the evening. So we talked about the Black Friday. How'd the Black Friday promotion go?
Yeah, it went well in some areas, and some areas it didn't. You've got people that really want to eat after they just got their stuff, and some people are just like, I've been here since like 6 in the morning. I want to go home.
I don't even understand the concept. I'm ready to eat it anytime, all the time. And the Chipotle chicken sandwich, it's going home with me tonight. I'm really kind of excited about
That's
that.
A great sandwich. I mean, it's got, if you like jalapenos, a little bit of kick.
Yes, sir.
It's a perfect sandwich.
Can I get extra jalapenos?
Yes, you can. Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Anything you guys would like to add?
Nope. Other thing than just come down. I think before Christmas comes, we want to make sure that everyone that wants catering and stuff like that, make sure put it in online, or just call the store, and we'll work it out from there.
All right. And for big catering orders, how much lead time should I have to? How much heads up do I have to give?
When it's roughly, if it's like a huge order, 48 hours be good, but if not, it's usually, about a 24-hour window if it's something big. But if it's something small, 2 to 3 hours.
All right, a lot of football coming up, a lot of parties. If you need help with catering, Zaxby's is the spot. Guys, thanks as always. And we hoped for this, that we were going to keep doing this and keep doing this keep doing this. And we're all the way to the championship game.
I know.
It's been great.
Exciting.
Win or lose, we'll be back next week to put a wrap and a bow on the season. Hopefully it's all good news. And you guys have been a big part of this, so thank you very, very, very much.
Oh, no, thank you guys, and good luck again.
All right, very good. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with Justin Gaines from First Bank.
Try the new Southwest Chipotle Filet Sandwich with pickled jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, and Chipotle aioli. Or the Smokehouse Cheddar Barbecue Filet Sandwich with smoky bacon and onion rings on Texas toast. 2 brand new sandwich meals, only at Zaxby's. See Jumanji: The Next Level, only in theaters.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Welcome back to the Zaxby Show. I'm Chris Delmabert, joined on set by Justin Gaines of First Bank. Justin, we made it.
Finally.
All of these trips out on every Monday night for the Coaches Show it means that Lee County's kept on winning. They've done their part. You guys have done your part. You've been a huge assist to all of regional high school sports. Thank you again. I have a presentation for both of you guys, as a matter of fact. I didn't know if you knew this was coming. First, I'd like to present this from the NFHS, our host network for the Coaches Show and for the Zaxby's Coaches Show. Zaxby's, Mr. Pass.
Thank you.
Thank you
We're
very
honored.
much.
That's very thoughtful of you guys.
And the First Bank, for all of your help and sponsorship, we have the same. Thank you guys very, very much.
Thank you.
The holidays are upon us, Mr. Gaines. What's that mean in the banking world?
Well, First Bank today, as a matter of fact, introduced Zelle, which is a peer-to-peer payment system. So if we go out for dinner and I pick up the check, you would be able to send me cash with your mobile phone, and I would receive it in a matter of minutes.
So First Bank is tied directly to Zelle now.
Tied directly to Zelle. So you can do that through the First Bank app.
I can tell you, as a very old current college student, Zelle is one of the apps that every person under the age of about 25 uses. They don't carry cash. They don't carry debit cards. Zelle, they're done. That's how they move.
It's fantastic. I used it today.
Well, that's great. And First Bank now is all you have to do is download the app and tie it to First Bank to your account.
It's incorporated in the First Bank app.
Okay, perfect.
So you don't even have to download an extra app. You just, as long as that other person is a contact in your list, you can send them money no matter who they bank with. It doesn't have to be First Bank. The bank does have to be a United States bank. Other than that, they will have money in a matter of minutes.
All right, mom and dad who are listening at home and have no idea what Zelle is, if you need to send your students, high school, college, or otherwise, money, this is the way to do it. It saves you an awful lot of headache. Check it out. It'll take you about 5 minutes to figure out what's going on. And if you struggle with it, just ask somebody between the age of about 14 and 25, and they'll hook you up. It's amazing. What kind of loans are we seeing people taking out right now at Christmas time?
Our credit cards are very popular right now. We've got a great cashback feature on those. You see some recreational merchandise being purchased this time of year. Cars are always a popular item as well.
Has my wife been by to take out a loan? Do you know?
She told me not to tell.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, thanks to all of you again for all of the help that you give with high school sports and our ability to broadcast these games. We reach people literally all over the country, but you got a lot of fans right here in Lee County. It's amazing on air when something happens. This weekend, we had some audio issues where people could hear us during the commercial break. And if you ever wanted any verification that people are listening, you'll know because all three of us in the booth started being blown up by text. Hey, we can hear you through the commercials. So thankfully we didn't say anything crazy and everybody made it out alive. But thanks guys and a Merry Christmas. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with Coach Steve Burdeau of the Eastern champion Lee County Yellow Jackets. You're watching the Zaxby's Coaches Show.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Being good at what you do takes commitment. At SANFORD Contractors, we've been committed for 50 years, committed to high-quality construction services and trusted partner relationships. We started in 1969 and through smart and consistent growth, now offer our partners more services than ever before in bridge construction, commercial building, site development, and utility construction. SANFORD Contractors, building with trust for 50 years. Learn more at sanfordcontractors.com.
PENTAIR, empowering people to move water, improve water, enjoy water, so that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose, lives with enjoyment, lives that flourish, lives with hope. Because at PENTAIR, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. PENTAIR, bringing water to life, for life.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. I'm Chris Delmabert, joined by the Eastern 3A champion head coach, Steve Burdeau. Lee County Yellow Jackets, man. I know you all have said it all year. State championship was the goal, but this has got to feel really, really good.
No, it does feel really good, but one correction. The goal is to win the state championship.
I got it.
That's the goal.
All right, so you're not even impressed with this trophy?
No, I'm very happy. I am impressed. But we still got one more step to go.
Never happy, man. Life of a football coach has got to be miserable.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great, to be honest.
All right, so you've gotten through the playoffs this far, into the state semifinal against New Hanover this weekend. I think a lot of us felt, and I know you don't want to hear this, a lot of us felt Cleveland was the tougher of the two matchups you were going to see headed in. Do you feel like Cleveland was a better ball club than New Hanover, or do you feel like you guys just executed better, beating New Hanover 34-9 as opposed to the squeaker against Cleveland?
I think a little bit of both. I think we executed a lot better against New Hanover throughout the whole game, where versus Cleveland, I think 2/3 of the game we really got after it. And sometimes it's matchups. Cleveland was a little bit more dynamic on the offensive side of the ball, I felt like. The things that New Hanover did are things that we do a very good job of stopping on defense. And kind of the same thing on offense.
Now, we were surprised during the call of the game that even when New Hanover got down, they did not change that defensive front. They stayed in that 3 front all night. And you guys, A.J. Boulware in particular, when he got to the second level, there was nobody else home because they were pinching the edges so hard. Were you surprised that they didn't adjust?
Not necessarily. That's what they've done all year. We had several films that we were able to watch, and throughout the year that was kind of what they had done. So you're going to do what gets you there, and they didn't. So.
All of the talk this week around town was about their nose tackle, 340 pounds, Bancroft, number 74. He really was a non-factor throughout the game. Was that more schematic, or was it your guys up front just manhandling? What happened there?
I felt like we had a good game plan coming in to put him in situations where, one, we could have some double teams, two, we could make him be going the directions we want him to. I thought we picked up some things on film, the way they were going to be slanting. Tyler did a really good job at center blocking him. I think some of our tempo and just wearing him down a little bit, I think that was one of our goals, because he is a big boy. When he was fresh, he's tough. He played a little bit both ways, so I thought we could do some things to kind of affect his game.
Over the last 4 years, I've seen Desmond Evans take over ball games and just destroy the game, all by himself, single-handedly. However, I think it's fair to say that in big games, teams have done a reasonable job of neutralizing him, run away from him, whatever the case might be. In terms of a big game, I cannot imagine Desmond Evans, the number 1 recruit in the state, having had a bigger performance. Chase Nixon, the New Hanover quarterbacks, got to be having nightmares about this guy. Talk about what went right for him in this game and what you saw that we hadn't necessarily seen up to this point.
I think one thing, throughout the whole, really the last 6-7 weeks, I think he's really just turned it on. It's kind of been, no one's going to stop him. Whether he's getting double teamed or not, this or that. He just had a different kind of look in his eyes, and that he wants to keep playing with his boys. And and he did some things in the backfield that really affect what they wanted to do. The other guys up front helped make that thing happen too. DeAndre, Delmaz, and Duran, all you can't double team them all. So it works out well for him.
Do you recognize at any point that you're a little spoiled?
Oh, without a doubt, we got to try to block those guys in practice too. So I feel their pain.
All right. So coming out of this, we've said all along that your guys have been focused on a state championship. They've got one more week to go. Every time I've called you on it, you've said, "No, they're good. They're straight. They're still focused." Have you seen any change in attitude, demeanor, activity over the last couple of days since they got this W?
If anything, they might be even more locked in. We had a great Monday and Tuesday practice already, and I expect to have a couple more good ones before Saturday.
All right. On the injury front, Larry Baldwin, what's his status for Saturday? And if you don't want to say, I understand.
I expect Larry to be out there and do what Larry does on the football field.
Okay. Let's talk about T.J. Johnson for a minute, because you told me pregame, we're not making any changes. If Larry can't go, T.J.'s going to be the guy in the middle. I was absolutely flabbergasted, and that's the second time this year that you've done that to me, because when you guys brought him up to varsity and let him get carries late, I came back to you and I said, my goodness, this kid is really special. And at the middle, on that middle linebacker spot, I'm not going to say you didn't miss a beat, but his performance coming in cold like that, man, it's kind of amazing.
TJ's a very smart kid. He works very hard. We knew that he's well coached. Coach Jacobs coaches the linebackers. He felt great about him. He dominated on the JV JV side of the ball, all year long. We were just very confident what the kid could do, and he had a heck of a game.
You guys were one of only 4 teams, I think, in the state to run the table on varsity and on JV. How many games could your JV team have played this year and not lost? Because we keep seeing you just rotate these kids up, and they don't miss a beat when they hit varsity on one of the best teams in the state.
We had a really good group of JV kids, and I think some of that goes back to the credit. I give the credit to the coaches. We do a really good job of coaching them. JV and varsity is the same thing. We don't treat anything different. Our whole coaching staff goes to the JV games. We coach the JV kids in practice, and I think that's what helps them be prepared for any time they get called.
All right, I know that you pay a little bit of attention, and every once in a while you'll peruse the state-level blogs, things like that, the message boards that are out there. And it's been amazing to me over the course of this year how your defense hasn't gotten as much respect as it deserved. Do you think this performance against New Hanover, a team that's 2 years removed from a state championship, has a brand-name quarterback, Chase Nixon, son of Trot Nixon, a North Carolina athletic icon, really. Do you think people finally recognize, hey, we're really, really good on that side of the ball?
I would like to think so. I think there's still some people who still are like, well, this and that. Our defense is pretty daggone good. And I look forward to seeing them on the field on Saturday.
All right, Weddington, the defending state champion. In both brackets, East and West, just like on your side, the 1 seed played the 2. Watauga came in there. I think everybody anticipated a good ball game. I think Weddington obviously was the favorite, but Weddington really kind of put it on. What do you see from Weddington? What can folks that make the trip to Carter Finley this weekend expect to see from this ball club? Because they're not the most forthcoming with video and with stats.
Right. So I've kind of been comparing them to the Clemson of 3A football right now. This is their 3rd time in 4 years that they've been to the state championship. So they are that experienced team. They have an elite level running back. He's getting interest from everyone in the country type guys. But they also have 6, 8, 10 other guys that are really good football players. So they're one of the best football teams we've seen all year as far as being coached. I think that they're going to be in the right spot. They do a good job making tackles. So they're a fundamental football team, as you would expect anybody who's still playing at this point. They're dynamic on both sides of the ball, and they have an exceptional kicker. Just like last week, New Hanover had a guy that could boot the thing. This kid might be even better.
Wow. Daffer was the most impressive guy of everybody that suited up for New Hanover. We were blown away. Yep. And we were told pregame he's going to kick every one of those kickoffs out of the end zone. And he did. He was impressive. So which team that you've played up to this point through 15 wins would you liken Weddington to? Who are they most like?
I think they're their own animal. They're very dynamic on offense. We haven't probably seen a kid as athletic as the Shipley kid, the things he can do. We've seen a couple really good running backs throughout the year. Obviously, Cleveland had a really good one, and New Hanover had a couple different guys that could do some things. So I don't think we've ever seen one team just like them. We've probably seen 3 or 4 different teams that can do similar things.
All right. Anything you'd like to add before we give away some hardware?
I thought we had a heck of a crowd the whole playoff run, and I'm excited to see us fill up Carter Finley Stadium this week.
All right. So I know there's big plans with some folks, myself included. We're going to get down there early and tailgate. People have been asking me all day for the last 2 days, how do you get tickets to the ball game?
All right, so there's a couple different ways. You can go to the high school, and they're pre-selling. We're giving 1,000 tickets to pre-sale, and they're going to sell them for $14 a piece at the high school. If you get one at the stadium, it'll be $15, and there'll be unlimited amounts you can get there. Or you can go on the NCHSAA website, and there's a link to order them online. They're $15, and they charge you a convenience fee. So there's 3 different ways. Easiest way, stop by the high school and buy it. But if you're not in town, I guess get it online.
Okay, and seating for the game is general admission, correct?
Yep, so first come, first serve. If you want the 50-yard line on the front row, get there early.
All right, well, we'll be out there tailgating. Sinclair Media, the CW, has broadcast rights for the game, which means I get to watch my first ever Lee County football game as a fan without having to worry about calling the game. I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of exciting. My wife and I have never sat through a high school football game before together, so it'll be a good time. I'll be there. Hope you are too. We'll take a quick break and be back to deliver some hardware to our Players of the Week.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
It's my favorite time of the year. Football is back. I would like to personally invite you to come down for your next new or pre-owned vehicle purchase. With one of the largest new and pre-owned inventories in the area, come see us today with discounts that the competition simply can't match or beat. If you drive in Sanford, why not buy in Sanford? Come see me, the deal maker. Come and get that big town deal with that small town feel right here at Crossroads Ford in Sanford.
Welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show, joined by a host of folks now. Coach, we got our players of the game for this week. I think on offense, you try to get creative. You try to spread it around, but when a guy goes for 247 and 4 touchdowns, you don't have your hands are kind of tied, right?
It was tough to choose a guy this week, but AJ had a pretty good game, so toe to the rock about 28 times for 247. You say?
Yeah, 247. I believe.
Do
I have that right?
Does that sound good?
247 and 4.
He also had a good reception. Scoot up some, AJ.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could catch the ball. I was impressed. I was impressed. So when AJ and I have talked, and we've done several times, he's given me a list of backs at the pro level and throughout history that he thinks he's like in terms of style and ability. Who would you liken him to? So a name that everybody would recognize. Throw us one.
I got AJ Boer is his own guy. I'm gonna give you that because it's different than any kid I've ever coached. He's got the speed to run away from people. He's able to run people over. He's got like one juke move he does. So he's definitely his own guy. I don't even like you can compare him to somebody, but I'll compare him to AJ.
I'm good. The thing that you left out, I think that is most remarkable for me is his vision. There's never a false step. If there's a crease there, you never look back. And when we're watching the game live and when we go back and we look at it later, I don't know if you see something because, football coaches, you know how you are. Yeah. But we don't have, there's never a time where we're like, if he'd cut it outside, if he'd turned it up in there. Where does that come from?
It just comes from my O-line doing their job, making holes for me, and just taking the 33 or 34 and taking it to the house.
You've been running the football for a long time. Did the ability to recognize what's going on in front of you, did it come naturally, or did you have some help along the way and a coach said something that made something magical happen for you?
I would say it didn't come naturally. I would say it had to start like the training. So like during the summers or whenever I was in middle school, I always had my mom out throwing the ball with me, and I like had chairs set up in the yard, and I would just like make holes in that, like the chairs would be my lineman, and I would just like run through the holes. So all the plays that my coach told me, I would always memorize them, and I'd tell my mom to play and tell her how to run it and run it just like that.
Very good, very good. You have the Offensive Player Trophy loaded up, Mr. Gaines. All right.
Offensive Player of the Week, AJ Boer.
Anything you'd like to add, Coach?
Shoot, I'm looking forward to seeing AJ run for about 250 again this week, another 4 touchdowns. Sounds pretty good way to finish it off.
I do need to ask you, coming into this game, it was questionable as to whether Larry was going to be able to go. So you had to know that it was going to be on your shoulders in terms of the running game, and that there wasn't going to be a fallback plan if you got tired or you got dinged up or whatever the case might be. Was there any pressure associated with that, or were you just excited that I'm going to be in here? Because I see you run off the field every time you come out of the game, and it's kind of funny. But how did you feel about the whole circumstance Friday night and how it was going to work out?
I was kind of, strung out at first. I was like a little bit worried and everything, but I don't know. I had to take control and everything like that. But I was most definitely waiting to see if Larry was going to come in because, I wanted him to take the load too.
Okay.
I wanted him to get some rest at running back. I was just tired. I was like, God, come on, where LB at?
Well, you got one more game and then you can sleep and rest as long as you care to. You guys excited?
Most definitely excited.
All right, from what you've seen on film, what do you expect from Weddington?
I expect them to have a good sound defense. It's going to be a good game. They bring a lot of pressure. They're very strong at the linebacker position, and overall it's going to be a very great game.
All right, on offense, it was a no-brainer. Defense, not so much. You had guys making plays all over the place. I'm a little surprised, but not disappointed, because this guy could have been Player of the Week literally 15 times now.
Yeah, DeAndre definitely could be it every week. The things he does on offense, the things he does on defense, and shoot, he's blocked, I think, 7 or 8 kicks this year as well. So he does it in all 3 phases of the game. Those 247 rushing yards don't happen without guys like DeAndre getting after it up front. And obviously on defense, he's getting double teamed, still making tackles in the backfield, still doing all those things. He's a force to be reckoned with without a doubt.
All right, DeAndre Dingle Prince, who we affectionately call DDP. The thing that everybody will remember about you through your Lee County career up to this point is your motor. What do you do internally? What do you tell yourself when you're tired, when you're beat up, and you've been in there at tackle? Now you're playing defensive line and you're not getting any breaks. You're in there on teams. When you get worn out, what is it that you call upon that allows you to keep moving forward and never take a play off?
Well, I tell myself this one play could change the game. So if I'm out this one play, something could happen, either bad or good, and I want to be a part of it. Make sure it goes the way I want it to. So.
All right, so you've seen tape on Weddington. Tell us about what you see that maybe you haven't seen from anybody else this year.
Probably one of the most well-coached teams we kind of go against. They have a good running back, as we know, and they like to block to the whistle's down. So we have to gang rally, tackle, make sure we do our assignments.
All right, where you guys at as far as your headspace?
I think we're all ready. It's the biggest game. Got to go out with a bang. So we're all mentally focused and ready.
All right, very good. Coach, you got anything to add?
So I guess I'm on DeAndre. It might hurt some guys' feelings, but DeAndre might be the best athlete on our football team. He might be that guy.
So if you weren't playing football, what other sport would be your number one?
Basketball.
Really? Okay.
We could put DeAndre out at receiver, and he could be one of those guys.
Coach, you can't say things like that around defensive linemen because he's going to be tugging on your jersey in the third quarter. Coach, remember when you said I can play receiver?
We might bring number 90 with us this week too. You never know. We could do that.
All right, very good. We'll be back after this break, and we'll put a bow on this episode of the Zaxby Coaches Show. I'm Chris Delmabert. Thanks for hanging out so far. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
PENTAIR, empowering people to move water, improve water, enjoy water, so that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at PENTAIR, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. PENTAIR, bringing water to life, for life.
Being good at what you do takes commitment. At Sanford Contractors, we've been committed for 50 years, committed to high-quality construction services and trusted partner relationships. We started in 1969 and through smart and consistent growth, now offer our partners more services than ever before in bridge construction, commercial building, site development, and utility construction. Sanford Contractors, building with trust for 50 years. Learn more at sanfordcontractors.com.
Welcome back to the Zaxby Coaches Show. Chris Delmabert, Coach Steve Burdeau. We got a couple minutes left. Coach, you're one of the most even-keeled people I've ever been around. What do you do to burn stress?
Shoot, I don't know. I try not to be stressed. I think these boys do a good job of keeping me young and keeping me relaxed. And try to be around them a little bit and hearing the things they talk about in the locker room and doing. I think they do a good job of keeping me relaxed.
All right. So I noticed in one of the interviews that I saw posted in the last few days that your beard was a little fuller than normal. What's the significance?
Well, it's no. You don't shave during the playoffs, so it's kind of grown out a little bit. And I made a deal. Hopefully they ain't listening right now, so hopefully they don't remember. But I told them that when we won the state championship that I would shave it. So hopefully we'll win on Saturday and they'll forget about that.
So is it going to be a ceremonial type situation where each player gets a swipe?
We're definitely not going to do that. We're not going to do that, but we'll do something maybe when we get back into the locker room.
Well, you said you were hoping that they weren't listening. I'll make sure they remember.
No, there's a couple of them that Des will not let me forget. I know that.
All right, so this is uncharted territory for you as a head coach, second-year guy. You ever get worried that, man, maybe I'm in over my head, or you just take it as it comes?
I'm confident in the guys we have around us. We have a great coaching staff. We have a great group of players. These boys have won 50 games. These seniors have won 50 games in high school. So they're 50-4. So it's unreal. 51-4 and a state championship sounds even better. So I think, again, just like they keep me young, I think they also keep me confident.
All right, so anything, and I wouldn't expect you to tell me what they are, but is there anything that you plan to roll out for Weddington that they haven't seen on tape yet? Are you that kind of guy?
We have some things that we've worked in practice throughout the year that we haven't shown on film yet that we can do. But if the things that we do well work, we're going to keep doing the things we do well. If the things that we have off those plays work, we're going to keep doing the things we do off those plays. But we have 2-3 different things that nobody's seen.
All right, so throughout the season and over the course of the last 2 years, pregame, that speech, the old classic Newt Rockney moment where you roll it out and you have those words, the last thing that your team hears before they roll out there. Is there anything you've been holding on to for a game of this magnitude that they haven't heard before?
The one thing that I'll say about these, it doesn't take these guys anything to get excited to play football. They've been working since, most of them 7, 8, 6, 5, whatever years old, but all of them been working since January for this moment. It's not going to take anything other than the ball to be kicked off for them to be ready to go.
All right, so if you're looking at this game and you're moving in, are there any things that you feel like statistically or schematically that if we're able to hit this threshold, we're probably in good shape, whether it's rushing yards, quarterback pressures, picks, whatever the case might be?
If we're able to score more points than them, I don't know. I'm not a big yards type guy. Coach Jacobs always has goals on defense to keep them under this amount of yards. To me, it's about scores at this point. Points is what matters. So we have to keep them from scoring points, and we have to score some.
Coach, I'm so excited for you. I'm so fired up for Saturday. I can't imagine what's going on inside, and I can't wait to talk to you after the game and you hoist that state championship trophy. The whole county's fired up. I'll be there. I hope everybody else out there is too. Get your tickets. Again, you can get them at the high school. You get them online at the NCHSAA website, or you get them game day at Carter Finley. Be there. This will be the first state championship for Lee County since 1976. How old were you in 1976?
-10.
Exactly. All right. Be there. I will. This is Zaxby's Coaches Show. I'm Chris Delmabert. Coach Steve Burdeau. Peace.
Thanks for watching the Zaxby's Coaches Show, brought to you by First Bank and by Zaxby's Friends Family Flavor with your host, Chris Delmabert.